motherfuckers, I'm goddamn crazy, I'm gonna feed the hyenas, I'm gonna shoot myself and feed the hyenas. That is what you can have, that no one can against me, of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that I'm gonna shoot myself and I'm gonna give it them. Of course, motherfuckers, that I'm living in Phoenix with my Cinderella, that is what you can have, and I give it them. That I'm in Phoenix with my Cinderella, of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that you want me to take ours to universal cross, of course, that is what you can have, and I say that with the powers of your own kids, of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that I give it them. About Muslims, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that I'm not taking Muslims, I'm not killing Muslims, motherfuckers. Of course, that is what you can have, that I'm fighting against Nazis, motherfuckers, of course, because they are all time after us, taking away our money, putting us in jail, keeping our money out, of course, and everything, of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that they take our money out, of course, and put us in jail, and let us again in the streets with everyone fucking our ass, of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that no one can against us, but they are the whole time after us, styling every move, of course, that is what you can have, that they have styling me since I was born, they have a picture of every move I did, of course, they know everything I did, they are styling me, that is what you can have, and no one can against me, so what are you gonna say, of course, motherfucker, that is what you can have, that I'm gonna shoot myself and I'm gonna feed the hyenas, of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that no one can against me, so what are you gonna say, of course, motherfuckers, I come here with my mad people, goes with the blunt, of course, motherfuckers, and I give it them, that is what you can have, that I'm here with my little tiger, of course, and with Aphrodite, eating pancakes, of course, motherfuckers, and I give it them. Of course, motherfuckers, that I'm with the Cinderella in Phoenix, that is what you can have, and I give it them. Of course, motherfuckers, I'm with the Cinderella in Phoenix, I'm with Cinderella in Phoenix, I'm gonna stay. That is what you can have, of course, by driving the whole time, making a persecution against us. Of course, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hide something, you think you betrayed someone. Of course, that is what you can have, that no one can against me, that I give it them. Of course, motherfucker, that is what you can have, that I'm here with my mad bill who goes with the blunt, eating some pancakes. Of course, motherfucker, that is what you can have, that I come with my XHW gun, with my 054 with no swats. Of course, motherfuckers, I'm gonna rescue them. Of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that I give it them. That is what you can have, that no one can against me, that I'm gonna let them all in. Of course, I'm gonna finish this war. Of course, motherfuckers, I'm gonna shoot myself and feed the hyenas, and I give it them. That is what you can have. You wanna hate me? Of course, I'm gonna steal everything. That is what you can have, that I'm gonna steal everything, and I give it them. That is what you can have, that I'm gonna steal everything that belongs to me. With the mad bill, with the blunt and the pancakes, of course, motherfuckers. And I'm gonna rescue them with my XHW gun, of course, motherfuckers. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. Of course, motherfuckers, I'm gonna shoot myself. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. So what are you gonna say? Of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that I'm gonna shoot myself. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. Of course, motherfuckers, I'm gonna steal everything, but they come with my scars. Of course, motherfuckers, this is what you can have, that no one can against me, that they come with my scars. Of course, I'm gonna shoot myself and feed the hyenas, and I'm gonna give it them. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. That is what you can have, of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that no one can against me, that I'm in Phoenix with my Cinderella, motherfuckers. Of course, that is what you can have, that you kidnap my boy and my girl, my mad bill with the blunt on the pancakes, you kidnap them, and I'm gonna come with my XHW gun, and I'm gonna rescue them. Of course, motherfuckers, I'm gonna shoot myself and feed the hyenas and give it them, and goddamn mad. Of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have. that I'm gonna finish this war. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. So what are you gonna say? Of course, motherfucker, that is what you can have. That you're all after me, that is what you can see. You all want my money, of course you want that I give my money to God, but I'm not fighting Muslims, motherfuckers. That is what you can have. I'm fighting Nazis who are making a persecution against us and taking our money away. Of course, I'm putting us in jail, taking our money away. Of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, and no one can against me. Of course, motherfuckers, everyone is the Jew and he has to bury a friend and go back home to his wife. Of course, motherfucker, that is what you can have. So what are you gonna do? Hide so they don't think you betrayed someone. Of course, motherfucker, that I'm gonna let everyone in and I'm gonna finish this war. Of course, that is what you can have, that you can come get my mother with the blunt in the pine case. Of course, motherfucker, I'm gonna let everyone in. That is what you can have, that I'm gonna shoot myself and feed the hyenas, motherfucker, and I give it them. That is what you can have. For them, of course, motherfuckers. Of course, motherfuckers, I'm in Phoenix with my Cinderella and I give it them. That is what you can have, that in Phoenix I'm gonna stay. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. That is what you can see, that no one can against me. So what are you gonna say? Of course, motherfucker, I don't want nothing. Of course, I don't want none of your kids. I don't wanna be safe. Of course, and don't save no one because you're gonna sing gone when you have something of your own in Rome. So don't save no one, motherfucker. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. Of course, motherfucker, that them me cage at me, not loud, motherfuckers, no one can against me. So I'm gonna stay. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. That I'm got them, I'm gonna shoot myself and feed the hyenas. Of course, motherfuckers, that I'm in Phoenix with my Cinderella in Phoenix. I'm gonna stay. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. So what are you gonna say? Of course, motherfuckers, I'm not killing Muslims, motherfucker, I want peace. That is what you can have, but you're making a persecution against Jews and everyone is a Jew and he has to bury a friend and go home to his wife. So let me stay in Phoenix with my Cinderella, motherfuckers. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. So what are you gonna say? Of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have, that no one can against me. That you're goddamn crazy. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. That they come with my mad bill with the blonde eating pancakes and shooting myself and feeding the hyenas. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. That I'm gonna stay in Phoenix with my Cinderella and I give it them. That is what you can have, that no one can against me. But I'm gonna shoot myself. That is what you can have, that I don't want none of your kids. I don't wanna be saved, of course. That is what you can have. But if you save someone, you're gonna sing wrong and you have something of your own in Rome. Of course, motherfuckers, so don't save no one. Within the cage at 9 o'clock and no one can against me. Of course, motherfucker, that is what you can have. You wanna hate me, don't hate me. Of course, that is what you can have. That I'm gonna steal everything with my scars. I'm gonna shoot myself and feed the hyenas and I give it them. Of course, you wanna hate me, don't hate me. Of course, motherfucker, that is what you can have. That I'm gonna shoot myself and I'm gonna give it them. That is what you can have.